Thank gosh, Friday. Hello internet friends, welcome to my channel. I'm Cam and I talk about everything through the lens of a zillennial hustler living in the West. If you're wondering why I'm still in my pajamas, I'm working from home today. I'm currently working as a project officer for a Canadian provincial government. It's a job that I absolutely love as I get to contribute directly to social causes I care about and make connections with incredible people every day. Let me start with a little bit about what I do as an officer in the government. Just FYI, the Canadian government functions in 3 levels: federal, provincial and territorial, and municipal. Since I'm working for a provincial government among many, my experience is likely not the same with folks working for other government entities in Canada. So keep in mind that what I do is just one perspective and it's not the same for all public servants. Fridays are usually spent completing project deliverables and planning for the next work week. I have a project which I lead, so I'm responsible for executing and coordinating all resources to drive that forward and report back to my supervisors. For other ad hoc projects where I play a supporting role, my tasks are assigned by the project manager and they always vary depending on what kind of projects I'm involved in. The majority of my duties as of now are mostly related to research. Apart from doing jurisdictional scans and secondary data research, I'm constantly engaging with internal and external stakeholders to gather primary data.
A few moments later.
The information is then consolidated and analyzed to guide the development of certain models, frameworks, and strategies which will eventually be carried out and evaluated. There's honestly a bunch of other things to do apart from that. The scope of work for a project officer is so broad that I get to dip my toes into almost everything. And the spontaneity is exactly what I love about my job. There's no workday that is the same, and I learn something new every day. My work isn't public facing, but the result directly affects the equitable outcomes of people in my community. I'm happy to wake up every day knowing I'm not just working a job, but also doing something meaningful for others. I'm forever grateful and I feel super privileged to be able to say I love my 9-to-5 job. And I make sure to put effort in the big goal of serving the public's best interest. Quick question, do you also work from home? Do you enjoy working from home or do you prefer working at the office? My work from home routine isn't much different from my in-person workflow, apart from waking up 30 minutes later than usual, wearing no makeup, dressing up in pajamas, and skipping the 20-minute drive to the office. Today is just another peaceful and productive workday until the very end. If you're struggling with working from home or finding work-life balance, feel free to share in the comment section. I would love to hear you out and see if I or anyone in the community can help. Hey everyone, I'm going to a Halloween party tonight and I'm gonna get ready right now. Say hello! Hi everyone, this is Ella. If you're not from the West, you might be interested to know that Halloween is only a holiday of trick-or-treat for kids. For grown-ups, it's actually the only occasion when ladies can lawfully dress in provocative outfits. You're gonna see people wearing the most minimal costumes possible. It's as if the skin is the actual costume itself. Now, I wouldn't say I dress conservatively, but I'm definitely not showy. But since it's the only day when there's no social prejudice gatekeeping me from dressing in sexy clothes, I guess I'll try to pull off the most revealing outfit I'm comfortable wearing tonight. Tonight is the night. After I finish packing up all of this, I'm gonna drive to my friend's place. She's DDing, so I'm gonna have so many drinks tonight.
You're just a black jacket, untied shoes. Came to the party, ready to lose. No swagger, no design. Anxious thoughts stuck in your mind.
Alright, it's showtime. Okay, so the inspo for today is Black Lady from Sailor Moon. I know it feels so weird to say Black Lady now that I'm a grown-up, but when I was a kid it didn't feel like a problem at all. Gonna make 2 buns on 2 sides, and yeah, we're gonna see how that looks. And I'm gonna curl my hair down here and on the 2 sides, and we should be done with the hair. Did you have a favorite cartoon or anime series that you like? For me it was Sailor Moon and so many more, which reminds me of my teenage years when I was a cosplayer. I can't do this. Help! Mày có biết quấn tao không?
Chuyển sang làm Charlie Angel đây.
The reason why I loved Sailor Moon so much back when I was a kid, it was probably just because the girls looked pretty and I liked the transformation and the aesthetics, top notch. I actually got hooked back with Sailor Moon when they released the anime series Sailor Moon Crystal. I feel like Sailor Moon inspired a lot of Asian girls in particular, but my short-lived cosplayer career when I was in high school, I was pretty much obsessed with anime and manga back then. And I went through a phase when I was pretty antisocial. I hate to say this, but I always felt like I was weird and I didn't get along with people. The fictional world of anime and manga was an escape route for me back then. It actually converted me out of that antisocial phase because I found a community of people that absolutely love the same thing. I'm technically not an introvert, I think I'm pretty extrovert, but I feel like no matter who you are, it's really important to have a community backing you up somehow, or at least you don't feel like you're alone in this world. And also one last thing about Sailor Moon, what makes her narrative so powerful is she was advocating for so much social justice in there. Even her mantra, in the name of love and justice. You see lots of hints pointing that the author was supporting human rights so hard. Back when I was a kid, I didn't really have the social consciousness to realize all of that. But now I see everything through that lens. It's just amazing. Do you have any shows or fictional characters that also inspired you to become a person you are today that you're really proud of? I'd love to learn more about that, so feel free to share it in the comment section.
Pretty girl with an ugly smirk, you convince yourself that it's one of my quirks again. Too high if you can choose.
Hey guys, this is my final look for today. Pretty slutty, but it's Halloween, so it's a vibe. Did I mention that I live on an island? Because this party flops, but it's still pretty early. It's only 9 p.m. right now, so shouldn't be too bad, but let's see how it goes.
Hey, watch out what you got.
Hello! This is Fiona. Hi! Yeah, apparently the party that I was in sucked ass, so I'm just joining my friends right here. And so my beautiful friends right here gave me a ride home. Thank you so much, guys. Anyway, the parties kind of flopped and we ended up not going into any of them, which is such a pity, but I think that's life. Not all parties are always awesome. Yeah, more of a story. Life sucks sometimes, but it's alright. We're just gonna live on and have a better day tomorrow.
And then there's a dog here, so that's the only party we need, right there?
Woo! I'm finally in my bed. That was a long day. Anyway, to be honest with you guys, the party didn't end as I expected. I was ready to play hard as I work, but turned out it was not that great. I wouldn't comment too much because I know a lot of people still enjoyed the party. Now you know what a government officer would be doing on a Friday. How do you feel? I came to Canada as an international student, so it never occurred to me that one day I would be working for a government. But now I'm in their shoes, I realized that it is absolutely not like what I perceived. So honestly, what you would do on a Friday is also what a government officer in Canada would do on a Friday. For most people, Fridays are the last working day, so we would spend the evening after work taking care of our personal needs. And I'm not saying that I go to parties every Friday night, but for just this week, it just happened that I needed that for entertainment. On any other Fridays, if I don't go out, I would just stay home, play music, read, paint, do anything to entertain myself and basically have that enrichment in my life. We don't work all the time, Okay, people, it's bedtime. Thank you so much for spending the Friday with me. I hope that was informative. If you like this video, please hit the like button. And if you want to follow along on my journey of navigating adulthood, please subscribe. I'll see you again soon. Peace and love. Okay, lights off.